Crip Mac, the low, 5-5 Crip, on hood. What's good, y'all? Hey, man, I want to send a shout out and a salute to Crip Mac because even though he's a product of his environment, and cripping, especially these days, is not the best example to the youth, but he's doing more than what a lot of these other goofies out here are doing. Whether they're in sports, whether they're in entertainment, whatever, he gives back. Even when he does not have much, he'll go to a Little Caesars and get a whole bunch of boxes of pizza of his money, and he'll go to the Skid Row, go to the poverty-stricken areas, and he will show love and give them some food to eat, give them something to drink on. Whether you want to drink or drink, he got you. I don't condone getting people alcohol so they can publicly intoxicate themselves, but at the same time, he's a down-to-earth dude. Like you said, we all know the environment he's in and the environment he's from. He's not perfect, but he has a good heart. And he does, like I said, what many won't do. So while these other people are under contracts and have stipulations on what to do and how to do it, Crip Mac is doing what he feels the need to do. Nobody's making him do it or telling him to do it. I feel like he's just doing it because he wants to give back. Now, maybe it started off as him doing community service while on probation and, Caltrans. I've done Caltrans a couple of times, You know what I'm saying? I'm from LA, so I know he's probably the shit he didn't probably have to do, but at the same time, it takes a lot. It takes a real man to go out of his way to help, even when he's not being instructed to, or he's not in some kind of program, or have to do some kind of community service because of some kind of crime he committed or some ticket he didn't pay or something like that. But on 5-5 Crip, I want to salute Crip Mac. And I feel like a lot of these other guys out here should be doing the same thing. They should be doing the same thing. Not exactly how he's doing it, but whatever you got to do to give to the needy. Whether you're giving them some money, whether you are giving them some food, some advice, some encouragement, whatever. Make sure that you are doing it, and especially not just for attention. Like, I wouldn't even encourage you to always have to necessarily film yourself doing it, unless you're filming yourself doing it to show that you can be a good example. You can be a good example of someone, and you can encourage people to do the same thing that you're doing, because that's what we need more. People helping all the time. When I'm helping people, I don't need to film it. When I give people some money, if I got some extra food on me and I'm in an area where somebody needs some food, I'm gonna give it to them. But I don't need to post it. Now, Crip Mac, I don't know what his reason is for posting himself giving back all the time, but he probably gives back more off camera than he does on camera. So, I don't think he's filming himself giving back every time. I just think that it's at certain times where he'll do his part to give back, and he'll turn that camera on while he's doing it. Maybe to try to be a good example, to try to show other people and these other young gangbangers of what to do. That should be your service. If you're not gonna start a program, if you're not going to give to a church, give to the streets, give to the needy. Be a Robin Hood. I'm not saying wear tights and all that shit. I'm just saying, like, hey, Don't rob nobody now and then give it to the hood. Let me be clear on that. But at the same time, be someone who will give back whenever you can. And I just pray that there's protection over Crip Mac. I hope that all of his enemies, whether they from Hoover or whatever other sets that he got issues with, and what other individuals he got issues with, I hope they can let bygones be bygones, and I hope that they allow him to live his life just as long as Crip Mac ain't going out of his way to be still trying to disrespect Cash. Like, he can't still be dissing Hoover now. He got Hoover Killer on his head. We know that. But at the same time, he gonna have to tone it down a notch with that gang bang activity. And he gonna have to continue to step up his community work, continue to keep making music in the studio, and continue to keep maturing and growing. Because, if I could talk to Crip Mac, I'll say, hey man, you got a lot of years ahead of you. You got a lot more to learn and a lot more evolving to do. So while you're being an inspiration and while you're learning and growing, be open to advice. It's his choice on whether he wants to hear the criticism. But I would hope that he would be open to and the encouragement and the suggestions of other people and the wisdom. So when other people have knowledge and it can enlighten him on something, I hope that he could stop and just listen and take heed to it and take that on his journey, because he needs some OGs around him that got real love for him, that really care about him, and that want to see him make it. Not these jealous, envious dudes out here that's looking for ways to troll him and ways to try to control him and try to dictate to him how he should live his life, or try to test his gangster or his temperature. We need more older men who were former gangbangers to reach out and touch him. Not literally, not on some fruit booty stuff. I'm talking like really touching him and like, hey man, we love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Maybe drop some gems on you, young man. And I hope C-Mac will listen. He have to learn. He have to be talking for hours and shit, but a few minutes. And I would hope that the women that are around Crip Mac, whether it's Lily Cakes, I thought I'm a little confused, because I thought Lupe was his girl. I thought that's why she was holding him down so much. Neighborhood, bro. But I don't know. I'm confused. When I started seeing this Lily Cakes girl and I saw him like he was out with her and he was kissing her, I said, whoa. I thought this nigga got engaged to Lupe. What am I tripping? I don't know. I'm confused about that. That ain't none of my business. But I hope Lily Cakes is really, really all in for him. I hope she ain't using him to eventually line him up or nothing like that. I hope she really, really, truly love him. I hope that she really, really supports him and will do everything that she can to look after him, because, people be running their mouth. And we all know a lot of women run their mouth. So I would hope when she's running her mouth that she's not running her mouth saying anything negative about him or trying to tear him down when she's not around him. That happens a lot, even in relationships. Marriages too. I've been married before, but I've been torn down by my own. And then come back home to me like everything is all good and like we're all a great couple and we're getting along. But you making everybody else feel like we got issues. So hopefully Lily Cakes is taking care of him, being a loving, caring queen, wifey type material to him. And I hope that she has his back. Hopefully, if he's not aware of something, if he's too occupied and there's too many people kind of distracting him and trying to get his time and energy, I would hope Lily Cakes would be the one looking out like, hey, look boo, look honey, be careful with these dudes right here. I got a weird vibe about them. While you was talking to these dudes right here, you know, these niggas was on this shit right here. Like, I don't trust these niggas. That's the type of shit that a woman needs to be doing. Like, if she notice something, if she feels something ain't right when her man is occupied, she needs to say something or do something about it. So, shout out to Crip Mac. I wish him well. I know he's rough around the edges because of his lifestyle and his environment, and he's a little institutionalized too now because he's done a lot of jail time. But there is still hope. The good thing is he's not behind bars. He's free. He did his time or whatever, and he's going to he has his life ahead of him. So I hope that from now on he makes responsible decisions. I hope that he don't have to always jump up to beat any beef. We know C-Mac don't turn out no fades, but you don't even need to invite a fade, bro. Just only fades you need to be getting taken is a fade from your barber. Keep getting your haircuts. Keep getting your fades from your barber. If you want to put your 5'5", you want to keep that. Hey, everybody respect that. I mean, real talk. I'm born and raised in LA. I know about all kind of hoods. Talking about from Nutty Block, Trag New, Park Village, Fudge Town, Fruit Town, the Raymonds. Most of my cousins are from the Raymonds. That's my area, really. Some of my great grandparents, you know, my family is the Raymonds, really. But at the end of the day, and I was gonna say I never knew nothing about no 5'5" Crip. I don't know nothing about 55th Street. But at the same time, salute to 55th Street. He sure put them on the map. And he has helped bring light and, you know, a little shine to that side of the town. So salute. Be easy.